Good morning. Today, as you can see, I have already opened a website, and this website is my favorite department, Educational Technology Department. And this department is from IIT Bombay, from where I have done my PhD. So my journey in educational technology began from this department. And today, after 10 years of its conception, IIT Bombay's Educational Technology Department is organizing a hackathon. So what is a hackathon? Hackathon is a event where a lot of people joins each other, and then they start thinking on a problem and try to solve it by creating a prototype or by giving ideas. So this is hackathon. So Educational Technology Department of IIT Bombay, which we call in short ETIITB, as you can see in the logo as well. So ETIITB is organizing a hackathon on EdTech. So EdTech is short for educational technology. So in this hackathon, you will get chance to work on some problems related to education, and you have to solve them with the help of technology. The good thing about is that you can work on the problem that you already know. Means department will not give you any problem. You have to come up with your own problems. They will just give you some direction, and I will talk about those as well. So here's the thing. The first winner will get 1 lakh rupees. Second winner will get 60,000 rupees, and third winner of this hackathon will get 40,000 rupees. But we know when we are working in education, we don't work for money, correct? But since there is something which is required for motivation, so here is the motivation for you. And now let's come to the point, like what are the problems, what are the areas in which we can work, you can work. Unfortunately, I can't participate because I am alumni of this department, so I can't participate. But you are very fortunate that you can participate, form a team, make a group and apply. In order to apply, just simply click on this button, apply with DevFolio. So it will take you to this page, which is DevFolio's page, and by clicking on this, you will get a form. You just need to submit it, and then you will be able to apply. Before you go there, what you need to do, you need to write a description, or what they call it, concept note, about the problem on which you want to work. So make sure that if you have 3 members or 2 members in your team, then all of them are creating separate account on DevFolio, and when asked for concept note, everybody fills the same concept note so that department can identify that you are from the one team. Now let's come to the challenges. What are the themes? So 4 themes are set. One is learning everywhere. Second is learning for everyone. Then learning with barriers, and finally learning for environment. So these are the 4 areas in which you can submit a problem, and during the hackathon you can work on its solution and finally submit your solution either by a text or by creating some prototype. So let's now see what is the meaning of these themes. So first one is learning everywhere. So what is learning everywhere? So you know that whenever there are places, so for example like museum, apartment complexes where people are just waiting, doing nothing, then public libraries, then there are parks, gyms, bus or railway stations, and there are shopping malls, hospitals, administrative buildings. So there are places where people either waiting for someone, let us say when they are in the doctor's lobby waiting for the appointment, waiting for their appointment, then during that time they are free. If you can create a solution, EdTech solution, that can educate them about their health during that time, that will come under learning everywhere. So you think about places. It can be anything like cafeteria, it can be gym, it can be any public place where you think railway stations can be a great example, where you can think learning can happen. So think about it, submit your idea in this category. Let's now see the second thing, which is learning for everyone. So what is learning for everyone? Which, let us say there are some neglected people or disadvantaged communities. For example, people with disabilities or learning difficulties. Then orphans, victims of human trafficking, transgenders, refugees, migrant tribes, people of particular race. So these are the people for which you have to think. Think in terms of community, think in terms of disadvantaged people. And then you have to come up with a solution. For example, for a particular tribe, if you are creating a solution, then it will come under learning for everyone. So you can think about various opportunities in this direction also. Let's now come to the third one, which is learning without barriers. So what are the barriers? So first barrier is ideology. So for example, men should not do house chores. One ideological barrier. For that, you can think about something. So I believe some examples are also given here. So for example here, those lying at the interface of law and engineering or law and management, science, politics and engineering, politics and mathematics, etc. Overcoming cultural or political barriers to diverse learning motivations, such as person of male gender wanting to learning about child care. It's a very important thing, or household management. Or a female person wanting to learning a skill or profession which is predominantly practiced by people of male gender. So if you can think about these things, learning without barrier. So I can give you one example. An educated person want to do farming, want to go into agriculture. There are very few resources for an educated person to become a farmer. You can think in that direction. So think about the barriers which are there. The barrier because of language, let us say. Barrier because of a particular caste. Barrier because of a particular race. So think about it and think about that when you want to break that barrier and you want to prove that other person can also do this task. And you have to create the learning opportunities for them, because right now those learning opportunities are not available. Let's now come to the learning for empowerment. What is this? Learning for empowerment is when you are identifying various sources of power and their complex interplay in societies. Then proposed solutions should be targeted towards arriving at novel approaches to open up the opportunities for renegotiating those powers. So some examples are also given, but you do not need to stick with those examples only. So training a poor individual in skills and tools needed for contesting and winning elections. See, a poor person want to contest for the election and want to win it. You have to create a learning opportunity, learning mechanism for that person. So right now people are not even thinking about it. People knows that whenever you want to elect in an election or you want to win the election, you need a lot of money. With the education, we can break those boundaries. We can change that mindset. Then platform that combine learning and financial literacy with peer-to-peer lending and credit rating using technologies. It can be a good way to teach people about the money, about money management. Arriving at the design of an social network platform, especially to meet diverse learning needs. So you can think a lot of opportunities in learning for empowerment. I can give you one. In learning for everyone, here. It just came in my mind, so this is why I am saying. So whenever you go out of your building, you see there is a guard. And that guard has nothing to do. But because he has mobile or she has mobile, they are always busy in mobile, wasting their time on Facebook, TikTok, WhatsApp and whatever social media platforms. Although some of them want to do something. Previously I was living in a building where guard wanted to learn English. and he knows that my wife is teaching English, so he has asked me many times that if you can do something for me. So those are the opportunities that you need to think during this hackathon and come out for a robust solution. Even idea will work if that can be converted to a robust solution later. And that is why ET department is joining hands with Desai Sethi Center of Entrepreneurship, which is again located at IIT Bombay only. So that is the one benefit winning teams will get, that they will get trained by Desai Sethi Center for Entrepreneurship. So now the thing is that who can participate? Anybody can participate. There is no age barrier, no gender barrier, obviously. The only problem for the people who are from Educational Technology Department of IIT Bombay, either they have graduated or they are still studying, they cannot participate. So I cannot participate. But you can participate. So just think about a problem and participate. What you need, you just need to form a team, 3 to 4 individuals only, and then you can apply. There cannot be 2 people, there cannot be 5 people. A team can be formed by either 3 members or 4 members. So prizes you already know, and you know that how you need to create the account, how you can apply, and why participate. It's very simple. Participate for society, because that is what teachers do, correct? Whenever we are building a solution which can solve an educational problem of society, we are actually empowering the society, we are working for society, and in that only we try to generate an opportunity for us to create income. But primary motive of all teachers is to help society and nurture the society in right direction. What are the important dates? So applications are open from 1st February, which is already passed. You have time up to 28th Feb when you can submit your application. Results will be announced on 7th March 2021, and then hackathon will begin on 13th March 2021 and hackathon will end on 15th March. So you will have 13 March, 14 March and 15 March. 3 days you will be solving a particular problem, and that problem is raised by you, not by somebody else. It's a great opportunity to learn, to build something and to collaborate with good people. So I believe now you know what you need to do, what is this hackathon all about, and you will apply it. What will be the outcomes? See, let us say you are contributing 3 days, then how will you submit your things? It can be textual, it can be a video based proof that yes, your things are working or you can work. It can be a real prototype with hardware, or it can be an application, it can be a software. So it's all up to you, it's open. There's nothing that you can't submit. Okay. And what technologies can be used? You can see the technologies here, like virtual reality, augmented reality, haptic, 3D printing, Lego Mindstorm, IoT kits, POV, body cameras, blockchain technology. So whatever technology actually you can think about can be used to create those solutions. So I believe now, if I have actually given all the information, but still if you need more information, what you can do, you can simply write an email to edtechhackathoniitb@gmail.com, or you can visit this website, which is et.iitb.ac.in/hackathon. I am also giving this website URL in the description of this video, so you don't face any problem in locating this web page. Read the web page properly and then apply for the submission. So now I believe that you will participate, and you will also motivate students from your college to participate in this hackathon. because we want to see a lot of problems getting solved in this hackathon. And remember, this is the first time when EdTech hackathon is being organized in our country. So it's a great opportunity for all of us. Thank you very much.